Good morning, everybody. Welcome, councillors, Chief Executive Officer, General Managers, Executive Staff, those in the gallery today, and also those watching live stream to this, the ordinary meeting of Council. We have one apology for today's meeting. Apology has been received from Councillor Wayne Honour. Can I have someone move that the apology of Councillor Wayne Honour be accepted? So moved Councillor Cooper, seconded Councillor Haberman. All those in favour? Those against? So moved. First, as a council, we as a community and a council acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land and their elders, both past, present and emerging. We also acknowledge those Australians who have given the ultimate sacrifice and service to our country. The minutes of the previous meeting, the first item of business is item B1, the confirmation of the minutes, and I now move that the minutes of the ordinary meeting of Council held on the 25th of May 2021 be taken as read and confirmed. Can I have a seconder, please? Second is Councillor Haberman. All those in favour? Those against? So moved. We now go to item C1, declaration of material personal interest and conflicts of interest. I understand the CEO par regulations hasn't received any items, but I take this opportunity for anything from the floor in relation to items to be discussed today. No conflicts of interest. We go straight now to the next 5 items. And on item F1 is the financial summary as of the 1st of June 2021. Councillor Cooper, would you like to move the motion?
Thank you, Mr Mayor. That the financial summary as at the 1st of June be noted by the Council.
Thank you, Councillor Cooper. Can I have a seconder, please? Seconder is Councillor Haberman. Councillor Cooper wishes to speak in relation to the motion.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. In accordance with Section 204 of the Local Government Regulation 2012, a financial report must be presented to the Council on a monthly basis. The attached financial report contains the financial summary and associated commentary as of the 1st of June 2021.
Thanks, Councillor Cooper. Any other council wish any queries? Raise any queries or speak against the motion? No. I'll now put the item to the vote. All those in favour? Those against? So moved. Item F2 is the interim management report for 2021 financial audit. Councillor Cooper.
Yes, thanks again, Mr Mayor. The recommendation is that the interim management report for the 2021 financial audit be noted by Council.
Thanks, Councillor Cooper. And second is Councillor Mitchell. Councillor Cooper used to speak further in relation to the motion.
Thank you. As part of the annual financial audit, Council external audit provides an interim management report summarising the findings of the interim audit. No new matters were raised. Matters raised previously as of the 2020 financial management report continue to be monitored through the financial risk register and via reports to the Audit and Risk Committee. These matters will be resolved as part of the final 2021 financial audit.
Thanks, Councillor Cooper. Any other council wish to raise any queries or speak against the motion? No. All those in favour? Those against? No. So moved. Next item is item G1. I call Councillor Cooper.
Yes, Mr Mayor. I move that Council apply for the exception contained in section 236 in brackets 1, brackets A and brackets I of the Local Government Regulation 2012, brackets Queensland, to the disposal of lot 39 on SP 210113 and 2. The Chief Executive Officer be authorised to enter into a contract of sale with the buyer and attend to the items required to finalise the sale of this property.
Thank you. Can I have a seconder, please? Seconder is Councillor Trevor. Councillor Cooper, you speak further in relation to this matter? No. Any other council wish to raise any queries or speak against the motion? No. All those in favour? Those against? So moved. Next item is item G2. I call Councillor Cooper.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. The recommendation is that Council 1 rescind the Planning Protocol Policy version 1, 2 adopt the following policy, Eco Certification Incentive Scheme Policy version 1 and Planning Protocol Policy version 2.
Thanks, Councillor Cooper. Can I have a seconder, please? Seconder is Councillor Mitchell. Councillor Cooper, will you speak further in relation to the motion?
Thank you, Mr Mayor. Council has previously adopted a suite of council policies. These policies are adopted by Council, ensuring compliance with legislative requirements or provide guidelines on matters which may impact on the community or support Council's strategic objectives or assist in the delegated decision-making of Council. New Eco Certification Incentive Scheme Policy, Council has embarked on the Eco Destination Certification Program on behalf of the Bundaberg region. The certification assures travellers that certified destinations are backed by a strong, well-managed commitment to sustainable practices and provide high-quality nature based on tourism expenses within the region.
Thanks, Councillor Cooper. Any other councillor wish to raise any queries or speak against the motion? No. All those in favour? Those against? So moved. Next item is item H1. I call Councillor Trevor.
Mr Mayor. The recommendation is that Council responds to all public submissions in the draft Bundaberg Regional Council Road Investment Strategy and adopt the Bundaberg Regional Council Road Investment Strategy and release it to the public.
Thanks, Councillor Trevor. Can I have a seconder, please? Second is Councillor McPhee. Councillor Trevor, you speak further in relation to the motion.
I'll just make a couple of points, Mr Mayor. Council is responsible for managing over 3,000 kilometres of road with a value of $1.18 billion. This represents almost 40% of Council's total asset value. So as you can see, roads are a very important part of our assets. Management of road assets, including periodic maintenance and capital investment, has historically followed a reactive approach due to the absence of a well-defined methodology and industry-supported prioritisation. Development of a road investment strategy commenced in November 2019 to deliver a proactive, transparent and repeatable methodology to prioritise road investment for preservation and capital works. The Australian Road Research Board, ARRB, was commissioned by Council to assist in the delivery of this initiative as a national transport research organisation for government. An evidence-based prioritisation has been developed to assist Council in providing the best outcome for our community. To achieve consistent and repeatable results over the long term, a comprehensive decision support system has also been built which enables economic cost-benefit assessment of all projects at a whole-of-network level. Projects can be compared directly in varying type and complexity in a consistent and objective manner. The strategy aims to define and overcome key challenges associated with providing a high level of service to our community and road users within budgetary constraints that align with Council's aspiration in building Australia's best regional community. I'd like to say, Mr Mayor, to Stuart and his staff, I'd like to compliment them on the hard work that they've put into bringing this true. When Council sits down at budgets meetings to look at road networks, we now have some substantive evidence when we're making those decisions, so we make them for the best interest of the ratepayers, also in the most cost-effective manner.
Thanks, Councillor Trevor. Any other council wish to raise any queries or speak against the motion? No. All those in favour? Those against? So moved. The next three items are in the Community Cultural Services section. The first item is 01. I call Councillor McPhee.
Thank you. The recommendation is that Council apply the exception contained in section 2361B2 of the Local Government Regulation 2012 Queensland, and 2, the Chief Executive Officer be authorised to enter into a 10-year lease to Bundaberg and District Meals on Wheels Incorporated over Lot 1 on RP 146536.
Thanks, Councillor McPhee. Can I have a seconder, please? Seconder is Councillor Haberman. Councillor McPhee, you speak further in relation to the motion.
Thank you. Council is the freehold owner of the property at 10 Eastgate Street, which is where Meals on Wheels run their operation. Council entered into a lease with Bundaberg and District Meals on Wheels in September of 1996, and it's due to expire in August this year. Meals on Wheels wishes to enter into a new lease for the term of 10 years. Rent is proposed to be at the community rate, with Meals on Wheels being responsible for 100% of outgoings. The remaining terms of the lease will be on Council's standard lease. And I just wanted to say that they've been running this invaluable service in our Bundaberg region for over 55 years now, and they're set to actually deliver 70,000 meals in this year, so that's a great service that they're providing.
Thanks, Councillor McPhee. Any other councillors wish to raise any queries or speak against the motion? No. I'll now put the matter to the vote. All those in favour? Those against? So moved. Next item is item 02. I call Councillor McPhee.
Thank you. The recommendation is that Council apply the exception contained in section 2361B2 of the Local Government Regulation 2012 Queensland, and that 2, the Chief Executive Officer be authorised to enter into a 10-year lease to the Salvation Army Queensland Property Trust ABN 32224126186 for part of lot 262 on CPCK 2892.
Thanks, Councillor McPhee. A seconder, please. The second is Councillor Haberman. Councillor McPhee, you wish to speak further in relation to the motion?
Thank you. So this lot is known as John Cullen Recreation Reserve. It's state-owned reserve for park, garden and recreation, and Council's trustee of the property. The Salvation Army Queensland Property Trust had previously subleased this portion of the property from Diggers Sports Club, and at an ordinary meeting back in September 2018, it was resolved that separate leases should be entered into for each tenant for a term of 10 years. So again, rent is at the community rate, and the lessee is also responsible for 100% of outgoings, and it's proposed that the remaining terms of the lease will be on Council's standard terms. Standard lease. Thank you.
Thanks, Councillor McPhee. Any other councillors wish to raise any queries or speak against the motion? No. I'll now put the to the vote. All those in favour? Those against? So moved. The next item is item 03. I call Councillor Cooper.
Thanks, Mr Mayor. The recommendation is that 1, Council rescind Part 2 of the resolution made in relation to T12 sublease of the State of Queensland represented by the Department of Transport and Main Roads. On the 17th of December 2019, at its ordinary meeting, viz. 2, the Chief Executive Officer be authorised to enter into 1-year sublease with a 2-by-1 year option with the State of Queensland, in brackets represented by the Department of Transport and Main Roads, and end of brackets, Lot 5 on B 15860, and 2, the Chief Executive Officer be authorised to enter into the lease to the State of Queensland, in brackets represented by the Department of Transport and the Main Roads, over Lot 5 on B 15860 for the term of 3 years.
Thanks, Councillor Cooper. Can I have a seconder, please? Seconder is Councillor Bartels. Councillor Cooper, you speak further in relation?
No, I don't think so, Mr Mayor. It's self-explanatory.
Will do. Any councillor wish to raise any queries or speak against the motion? No. All those in favour? Those against? So moved. Item T1 has been withdrawn from today's agenda. So this brings to conclusion the business of today's meeting. The next ordinary meeting is due to be held on the 27th of July 2021.
Voice privacy contents have been updated. To continue, review the updated items on your screen.
So the next ordinary meeting is due to be held on the 27th of July 2021 in Council Chambers here in Bundaberg. I now close the meeting at 10:15, and I thank everybody for their attendance here today, and please stay COVID safe during this period of uncertainty, and look after each other as a community. Yesterday I had the privilege of attending the Red Cross AGM, where many of their volunteers do outstanding work right across the whole of the region. and it was certainly pleasing earlier this year to be able, particularly through the ABC, is identified as the most caring community in Australia. And I think that is indicative of our community here right across the Bundaberg region, and those foundations of volunteers and people helping each other keep us in good stead. So please stay safe and healthy. All the best.